Good morning, world. Hope you all once again had a great evening, a great sleep, a great restful sleep. Welcome to another day that the Lord has given us. Today, we're going to talk about the four seasons of life. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Each season represents different phases, challenges, and opportunities in life, from childhood and youth to old age and reflection. Spring represents new beginnings, youth, and the potential of life. It's a time of growth, learning, and taking risks. This is a time where we are nurtured as a plant. We are fertilized as a plant. We are brought to something brand new in a world that we've never seen before. Summer represents the peak of life, full of passion, creativity, and productivity. It's a time of enjoyment, achievements, and building a foundation for future seasons. This is when you are excited. This is a time in your life when you need to bring passion, become creative, become a productive citizen, a productive person of the world. It's a time of enjoyment where you enjoy every moment that you are alive, that you breathe. Achievements, bringing accomplishments, achievements that you're proud of, that your parents can be proud of, that people around you that can be happy for you. Building a foundation for future seasons, building a foundation for your new life, another part of life that you have never experienced before. Autumn represents the transition into maturity and reflection. It's a time of change, assessment of past choices, and preparing for the next phase. For me, this is a time of becoming the most you can become, being a mentor. It's a time to reflect on your past choices, to right them if they were wrong, to make things better, to make things better for yourself, to make things better for the people around you, to make things better for family, friends. A lot of times we make choices that we're not proud of. A lot of times we make choices that we are proud of. This time is for assessing everything that you've done in life, bringing forward positive changes. Winter represents the end of the cycle, a time of rest, contemplation, and preparing for the next beginning. It can also be time of reflection, learning from experiences, and setting the stage for new opportunities in the coming spring. For me, this is the time of my life to where I've done, I believe, what I can do for my children, for my family. It's a time of rest, a time where my mind needs rest, my body needs rest. Contemplating and preparing for my next beginning, which is my next life. Wherever that takes me, whatever I do, wherever I go. A time of reflection on my life, on my successes, on my setbacks, on things that I've done that I'm not so proud of, on the things that I am proud of. It's my time to learn from those things, to give thanks for those things, to make retribution for those things. All I can do is, from this point on, enjoy the rest of what I have. Setting the stage for new opportunities in the coming spring, if God allows. Four seasons of life is something that I'm very passionate about right now. I asked the wife this morning about this. What else could I talk about? She brought up a couple of things, but this one hit me. The four seasons of life. I never thought of life in four seasons. But it's true. We are like a tree. Gets planted. The seed gets planted. This is the spring. New beginnings, the growth, the nurturing of the soil, the nurturing of the vitamins that come within, the feeding. Becoming used to life, becoming one in time of growth, taking risks, leaning to the north, the south, the east, or the west, and then uprighting yourself again. It's finding your potential in that time, learning, taking risk, experiencing things of life to find yourself. The spring is your time, I believe, in your teens, where you're socializing, you're bringing ideas to yourself, to life, you're building your baseline, right? Your foundation for your future. You're building these things. Your mind is expanding. You're learning new things. You're bringing new things to other people, yourself. You're finding who you are. Your autumn. Sorry, we go back to summer, which I believe is your 20s and maybe your early 30s. They say this is your peak of life. We are full of passion, creativity, productivity. You have that burn in your belly, that desire to learn more and more and more. Whatever your career may be, you're taking it to new levels. You're finding more about who you are. You're becoming creative. You're becoming a member of society. This is your time of enjoyment, having fun, making new friends, I don't know, maybe this is a time in your late 20s, your early 30s that you're thinking of having children, of starting their beginnings and teaching them everything that you've learned along your way. This is your time of having your baseline, right? Your foundation needs already to be set. Now you can build on that. Now you can have branches. Your branches are growing and blooming. You're reaching out for new adventures. The autumn should be early mid 30s, early 40s, maybe mid 40s, in that time frame. This is for me. I'm saying this because this is what I'm thinking. Could be different for you. I'm just reflecting most of all on my life and what I felt in these seasons. This is when you should be mature. And you're reflecting on things from the past. Now this is a time of where maybe our leaves are falling off our branches. We've already got our foundation. We're well rooted in who we are and whose we are. We're parents, finding new ways to be better. Now we're preparing for the next stages of our life. Coming into maybe another 25 years retirement. So this is a time of planning now, the time of ensuring that our children's foundations are being built, their baselines, being teachers, sharing your experiences with them. I guess this is kind of a branch out of yesterday's message as being a dad. More of this is you've got a team, you and your wife, your significant other, where now you're transitioning into a different phase, planning for your retirement, for the rest of your life, where at this time you should have already given your children that foundation, teaching them from your own experiences. Trust me, they listen. They're listening. They may not grasp it at first, but they will as they go through their seasons. Be patient with them. Understand them. For you were there one time. Let them know that you've been there. You've done that. They will learn, maybe the hard way, if they hadn't learned from you before, when you told them if they were not ready for life, that it was going to eat them up and spit them out. It's true. It's a true statement. Think about your life. Think about your past. If you were one that was handed everything, you had a different upbringing. Maybe your father was always away on business trips. Your mother was away on business trips. Or your mother was just away. Whatever it may have been. Now we get to our next step, which I just read on. Now all I'm doing is elaborating a little bit. This is your winter. This is where your leaves are all off your branches. You've grown as much as you can grow. It's the end of our cycle to where our children should be out on their own. You're thinking about next steps. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to travel? Where do I want to reside? Do I want to stay here? Do I want to go there? I don't know. You're heading into retirement if you're not already retired. You're preparing for your next beginning, which is your next life, wherever that may be, up or down. I hope I'm up, not down. Now we sit back on the front porch on our rocking chair and we reflect on our lives. We have our cup of coffee. We just sit there and rock, smiling on the good times. Never frown on the bad times, for those were learning experiences for each and every one of us, bringing us all to this time of our life, to where we can hopefully look up and say thank you. Always letting your children know to love long and love hard. For love is what makes this world go around. You should at this point have already learned from your experiences. And it says, setting the stage for new opportunities in the coming spring. I'm thinking a lot on that one because this is, for me, my final countdown. It's my final stage. It's my time of slow down, not rushing to go anywhere, not rushing to see anyone, but enjoying whatever I have left, whatever the good Lord says I have left. But I want to enjoy it. I choose happiness, not sorrow. I will still cry, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. Sorrow not for me, but sorrow for the world. That we can't see the sunshine on a cloudy day. I want to be able to sit back and look back and say, you know what? In my winter, in my time of reflection, I look back and I said, you know what? I did something for this world. I raised my children. Hopefully I raised them right. Hopefully I did a great job. We shall see. I made mistakes, like I said. I've said it in all my videos. Not perfect. I'm not the best thing since sliced bread. Though there are some who think they are. But they rot a lot sooner. They're not well-rounded people. Very selfish, arrogant, self-centered. Only care about what they say or what they think or what they do. Not anything else. Talk about themselves all the time. This, our winter, is the time of complete happiness, contentment. Either you're with somebody or you're alone. Whatever brings you joy, whatever keeps you happy. That's my thoughts on my 4 seasons. My spring, my summer, my autumn, and my winter. Autumn being fall, where, like I said, your leaves are starting to fall off your branches, but they're grown, completely grown. Remember, your spring is your beginning. Your summer is your peak of life. Your autumn is your transition into maturity. And your winter, my winter, I'm sure yours, represents my end of cycle, my time of rest. Continue to be positive, continue to be uplifting, continue being one of good faith, one of amazing love, enlightenment, enjoyment. For as we know, this world is in turmoil. As we go through our seasons, we need to bring joy to the world, happiness, love. I love y'all. I'd like to hear from you. Let me know what you think about your 4 seasons. Have a great day. Live long, love hard. Never stop. Never stop. We can make this world a better place. Peace.